And as always happens, there's a fence blocking the track, which is perfect. But anyway, no problem. Just go around it.
Go!
Hey all, Brendan here from MaxAbility, and any excuse to take out the all-road from Triride, we're always going to do that. Got a bit of series going on, but also just keen to understand and show you a little bit more about the componentry of what makes up the all-road and how to put it on the chair so you can sort of see how you're going to do that and build that into your own life. And then with this, we've done the beach, so what I am going to now is go through parks and then take it into a bit more challenging environments, so a bit more muddy tracks and that sort of stuff. So I've got my coffee, so what I'll do is I'll spin you around and I'll start showing the componentry, and then I'll pass you off to my colleague Scott, the tall one that doesn't really do much but drive the van. So and then we can get underway. Back soon. Okay, so here's the device when it's actually off the chair. So you can see it's a complete axle set, it's all ready to go. These are the control unit box. Now be aware this is a sort of pre-production, not released yet. The actual one that you would get, for example, has a red stoplight for safety, and also all of the electronics boxes all covered up. As you can see, the standard sort of connection arms from Triride, and then the clamps that you would attach your front bike to are mounted on the rear, and you'll see that more when I go through in terms of the actual installation. There's the battery pack, which is over there. Now that connects through a couple of battery connectors there. Now they are water resistant, they're not waterproof, but they're water resistant as well. So look, let's get it underway, let's get it together, and basically I'm just keen to get out and get on the road. Okay, so this is part one. So part one, obviously getting the gear out of your car or your van. So as we've seen, it's broken into the sections. So what I'll do is I'll drag the rear section out now. So now all I do, now you can lift it down, but let's be honest, let's not do that. Let's just do it the easier way, which is just let it drop down. Now I always put it next door to lean it against the car, that sort of thing, or just so it doesn't roll away on you. So that's there. Got that. That won't go any further. There we go. Yep, good. So now what I do is I grab the chair. So lean the board, grab the chair, and then put it onto your lap. And then what I do is I spin it and put it on the ground upside down, because I need to put those clamps through the back. So step one done. Okay, it's part two. Got the rear drive and the chair out. Now just a recap, so you've got these are connecting arms, same as the normal Triride, and they go into the Triride clamps here, and you got your spinners as well. So my trusty cameraman zooming in. Now this here is your connection to the front, so it's just a cable. Won't show you how to do that, we all know how to plug cables in. See that? Okay, so now what we need to do is lift these arms into these connection points here. Now it's only 9 kg, so it's not overly heavy to lift in. So you grab hold of it, lift it up, and then just drop it in. Now what it'll do is it'll slide through, and then it'll go into those, it'll stop. So we just go in, and then stops. Got the stoppers, and then you tighten up the little handle screws there, triangle screws, and then it's part three. Okay, part three. Righty-ho, can't count for a second. Now this is the battery pack. So it's a little backpack that sits on the back of the chair. You've got a little button there, I don't know how a button works. And then these are the connectors for the battery. So you get a battery each of the motor and the wheel. So what I find the easiest way to do it is just connect the cables first, because then it's on your lap, it's easier to hold, so balance and stuff. So you line them up. They'll only go in one way, because as you can see, they're keyed. So you can only put them in one way, and they're also shaped that way as well. So now they're connected, and what I do, I hook the battery pack on there, and then that is basically having this ready to go. Next part is to work together and then jump on and get out. Okay, part four. Righty-ho. Now, I'm in the chair, the demo chair, so look, you didn't need to see me transfer in that. I've connected the cable underneath the chair, and I'll show you where that connects into here as well. But let's load the bike. We've got the lateral stand on, which is great, makes it a lot easier to load. Load her up, slide it in, about there I'd suggest. Tighten the spinners up as normal, and then make sure they're all tight. And then what I do is I just push up, as we normally do, hold the brake, click the little lever, and then away we go. And And then in terms of plugging this one here in, there's the cable. This one here just goes into the control box there. And what that does is that talks. So this talks to the rear, the rear drive. Okay. So now part 5 is next. Okay. So here we are. This is part 5, which is the fun part. Now, as you can see, this is a pretty slippery incline, pretty steep too. So let's give it a go. This is brilliant. Going all up through here, no slipping. And this is some fairly treacherous stuff here. And slippery as too. Slippery. Really slippery. So what I'm going to do is use the motorbike button, which is this one here. Big red button. I won't take my finger off it because this is steep and slippery as all hell. So as you can see, this is you just wouldn't even try it without the rear drive system. It's just fraught with danger and problems. So the motorbike button's doing its thing. It's holding us at a nice speed, 2 k's an hour, and added bonus, recharging the battery. Hashtag win. So here we go. With this stuff, it's not about speed, it's all about control. Okay, now we've got fence blocking the track, which is quite often the problem. No problems, we just go around the tree. So let's go. That would be problem solved.